Pioneer fans, Pioneer women's varsity hockey is live and on the air. We are live here at the Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, where it is your Pioneer women's varsity hockey team taking on Livingston United. As we are so happy to be back. I know it's been about at least a month, maybe a month and a half since we've done a Pioneer broadcast, and we really have missed it. Thank you, everyone, for understanding. My wife is still recovering greatly from having not one but two back surgeries in the space of a couple weeks. So she is still recovering. She can't lift more than 10 pounds. And so right now we probably can't cover as many games as we would like because we're short one camera person. But we are here and wonderful to get to be back with this team. It's a double header. So it is going to be the women's team at 5 o'clock and the men's team at 7 o'clock taking on Dexter. So as we come into this, let's take a look a little bit at the standings as I pull over. And let's see if my internet will properly come in. There we go. Okay, so the standings. Pioneer is, they have 3 wins, 9 losses, no ties, were 6 points. So they are number 8 here in the standings, eighth place in Group B. And then taking a look at the schedule, they started off with a 6-1 loss to Washtenaw United back on November 9th. Then on Saturday, November 16th, they had a 1-0 win over Mercy. They then had a 5-2 loss to Greater Flint United on November 17th. Back on Wednesday, November 20th, it was a 4-3 win by Sacred Heart United over Pioneer. Then they went out to Walled Lake. That was back on November 23rd, and that was a 8-2 win by Walled Lake. They had a 3-1 loss at St. Clair Shores. Then they had an 8-0 loss to University Liggett. That was on December 11th. Always a tough team to play. And then Cransbrook Kingswood, Pioneer lost to Cransbrook Kingswood here at Vets on the 14th. That was a 8-1 loss. They beat Northville, scored by 8-0. That was, I believe, the last game we were able to broadcast that over at Eddie Egger Ice Arena. So we have that out there. And then taking a look, it was a 10-2 loss to Grosse Pointe North out there. As we pull that in. So that out there, Grosse Pointe North. And then as we take a look, they fell to Regina Lutheran North Austin. That was a 6-5 loss on December 19th. On December 20th, they had an 8-0 win over Troy United. Taking a look at that game at the Oakland Arena. Let's see if we can pull up stats on that game. It was 5 goals for Pioneer in the first. Then they had 1 in the second, 2 in the third for 8-0. 20 shots by Pioneer, 5 by Troy United. It was Pioneer Hebben had his goal. That was a game-winning goal at 12:50 in the first. At 12:04, it was Pace who scored her first goal of the season. By the way, Hebben had her 10th goal of the season. Woodside scored at 11:23. Then it was Alexis Young, her first goal of this season, that at 8:48. Bacallis and Kang on the assists. Bacallis had her own first goal of this season at 57 seconds at the end of the first. That was her first goal of the season from Rosenfeld and Naomi Pace. Then in the second, it was Kang scoring her first goal of the season at 7:17. That from Ellis and Portinga. Cundiff had her first goal at 12:59 in the third. That was from Rosenfeld, her fourth assist, and Ellis, her second assist. And then Horvath had her first goal of the season, that at 10:14. That was Rosenfeld with her fifth assist, and Pace with her sixth assist out there. No penalties in the first. Penalty Hebben took a body check, minor at 4:31 in the second. And then Salagahia had at 57 seconds a hooking out there. As coming out, Livingston United comes out onto the ice. They are in uniforms that look very similar to the Vegas Golden Knights. They have a charcoal body with the black and yellow on the sleeves, black pants, and a black helmet. Pioneers in their home whites with the block A's on the front. They have the purple stripe across the middle, numbers on the back, black pants, dark helmets, and the white socks with the purple stripe out there. Taking a look, if I go back and try and get a little bit more information out here, in Group C, I believe is, if we take a look out here, try and get this website to work perfectly. Livingston United is in Group C. As I pull them up, if we take a look at the standings for Livingston United, they are in second in Group C. They have 5 wins, 5 losses, 1 tie, 12 points, and 12 points out there, and 1 overtime loss. Taking a look at the Livingston United schedule, they lost as well to Washtenaw United 10-2. Washtenaw United having won one of the 2 state championships this past year. They had a tie with Plymouth Canton Salem 6-6 back on November 17th. They beat Mercy in a 10-7 high-scoring game back on November 21st. They lost to Downriver United at Downriver United on the 23rd of November. That was 6-2. They lost to Bloomfield Birmingham 8-3 back on November 24th. They got the win versus Plymouth Canton Salem at home on December 1st. They beat Mercy on December 13th 4-3. They played Troy United and beat Troy United 9-0 on December 15th. They lost to Sacred Heart United 6-5 on the 18th of December. They beat St. Clair Shores 7-6 on December 21st. And their final game was a 4-2 loss to St. Clair Shores. That was a home and home. That was January 5th. They played St. Clair Shores. Taking a look at that game, Livingston United had a goal in the first. St. Clair Shores without one, so it was 1-0 Livingston United in the first. St. Clair Shores scored in the second to make it 1-1. And then Livingston United had 1 goal in the third to 3 goals for St. Clair Shores for the 4-2 win. 28 shots on goal by Livingston United, 25 by St. Clair Shores. It started off with Jackowitz scoring at 1:36 to put Livingston United up in the first. In the second, at 14-17, it was Scudara scoring her 11th of the season. That from Carruthers and Stonick. Then in the third, at 10-16, it was a shorthanded goal by Scudara at 8:03, the game-winning goal by Scudara. So that would be a hat trick for her. Actually, she had 4 goals, all 4 of the Lakers' goals. At 7:14, it was Anna Young who scored unassisted. And then at 5:54, it was Scudara scoring her 14th of the season. Let's play a few messages from the MHSAA, and then we will get going here with your action. It is Pioneer Women's Varsity Hockey taking on Livingston United.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As we are live here from Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, and it is your Pioneer women's varsity hockey team taking on the Livingston United team. As it is fantastic to be back here in an ice rink. Hope everyone had a wonderful new year and a great holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, hopefully you had a good time with family and friends. We are excited to be back here. 8 minutes up on the clock. That should get changed to 15. There we go. It says second period, but it is indeed the first, so I think they'll get that taken care of. Pioneer down to our right again in their home whites with the Pioneer block A's on the front, numbers on the back. And then taking a look over again, Livingston United in their road dark jerseys that look a lot like that particular, they look very, very similar to the Vegas Golden Knights. So we are about to get going. Officials over at the scores box here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. It is a doubleheader as the Pioneer men's hockey team will be coming in at 7 o'clock to take on Dexter. So if you can, come on out. We'd love to see you here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, cheering on both the ladies and the men. So we appreciate this as Pioneer lines up over to our right. And then over on the left-hand side, Pioneer lined up. Livingston United will get lined up over to our left in just one moment. And we will have your starting lineups. Okay, good crowd keeping on coming in here across the way. Now Livingston United heads down to line up towards our left. Pioneer going from right to left here in this opening period.
Good evening.
A little feedback there. There we go.
Good evening. Welcome to Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Thank you for presenting today's game with the Livingston United Knights and your Pioneers. Let's introduce today's starting lineups. First, for the Knights, at right wing, number 14, Mila Wilson. At left wing, number 16, Hayden Kettler. At center, number 55, Isabel Jackson. On defense, number 8, Anna Young. On defense, number 11, Kim Essenmacher. And in goal, number 31, Zoe Bauer. Assistant coaches for the Knights are Sarah Cecil, Pat Riley, head coach of Livingston United, Gary Gould. And now music starting lineup for your Pioneers. At forward, number 4, Emily Ortega.
Ortega comes out, skating to the blue line.
At forward, number 26, Willow Roosevelt. At number 19, your captain, Victoria.
Joe, the captain comes out to the blue line.
On defense, number 7, Charlotte
Horvath skates out to the
On
blue line.
defense, number 8, Alexis
Alexis Young skates out to the blue line.
And in goal, number 2, Lane Templeton.
And Templeton in goal for Pioneer.
Assistant coaches are the City Green and the Liz Johnson. Head coach of the Pioneers, Liz Harris-Legg.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, down to America, they're playing on the
Today's
national
game,
anthem.
let's take a moment to show our appreciation for our country. We invite those who are ready to please rise and play for our national anthem.
All righty, we're getting ready to go here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, as it is Pioneer hosting Livingston United. Livingston United already played a game this calendar year. Pioneer, this is their first game coming in the calendar year. Livingston United 5-5 on the season. Pioneer 3-9. Pioneer is hoping to get this new year started off right with a big win versus the visitors here. As we're trying to get back into the swing of our broadcast schedule again, I want to thank my wife who's at home, still recovering from back surgery. Thank you very much to her for everything she does to support me. As they got a little push on playing out here, love that. And 15 minutes up on the clock, both squads getting last moment instructions from the coaching staff. Lynn Harrison Lee on one side for Pioneer. On the other side, I believe it's still Doug Fowler for Livingston United. We're up in the crow's box, high atop Vets. Out to take the face-off on one side is Jakowitz. For Livingston, to her left is going to be Shatler. To her right is Wollenson. Out on the front line for Pioneer. Rosenfeld on the right. Portinga on the left, and Jof trying to take that face-off. Comes down, Jof has it, coming down the far boards. Gains his own. Top of the far circle, Jof into the high slot. Comes over into the near corner. Jof has it there, tries to send it back to the near point to Alexis Young. That back, now racing ahead, trying to get to it. Back deep is Shatler. The puck into the near corner. Trying to knock that away. Horvath sends it all the way around. Rosenfeld outside the far circle of her own zone. Rosenfeld trying to fire it ahead. Here comes Jof. Jof over to Portinga. Portinga tipped that all the way into the near corner. Racing over, trying to get it away from Anna Young. As that puck will come into the slot. Shot there, just wide for Jof. All the way outside the far circle. Gathered up there by Shetler. Shetler sends it right back behind the goal. Picked up there, trying to pull that away is Jof. Jof on the near circle. Jof takes it back to the near point. Now trying to have it loose on the near circle. Jof right through the slot. That goes all the way outside the far circle, in along the far boards. Tipped there by Ossenbacher. That puck will go back into the neutral zone. Alexis Young has it on the far boards of her own zone, trying to get it back to Rosenfeld. That puck picked up, gathered up back there by Jakowitz. Jakowitz retreats to her own blue line, trying to avoid pressure by Portinga. Jakowitz down the far boards, gains his own. Jakowitz trying to get around Cundiff, comes in onto the near circle. Jakowitz with a shot, and Templeton with the save. 13:33 left to go here in the first. Can Pioneer skating from right to left here in the first period. Face-off is going to be to Templeton's left in the near face-off circle. As Hebben in to take the face-off. On the other side is McGee. Back, that's grabbed, trying to pull it away as Hebben. Hebben gets it back to the near point, trying to hold it back in there as Boys for Livingston. That puck into the slot. Pulled back away down the far boards. Here comes Cundiff. Cundiff into the neutral zone, over center ice. Cundiff brings it in. That puck loose, gathered up. Now picked up, trying to fire it back over. As that was fired over by Bergman. Puck into the far corner. Trying to tip it in to keep it over there as Pace. That puck brought down the far boards, now into the neutral zone. Swept all the way back into the Pioneer zone. That will go just to the right of the goal. Picked up back there by Hebben. Hebben outside the near circle, trying to avoid pressure from Chester. Hebben down the near boards of the neutral zone now. Hebben into the zone, top of the near circle. She has it in the slot. Shot and a goal! Pioneer scores to take the early lead 1-0 as Hebben comes all the way down and scores that at 12:43, and Pioneer takes the 1-0 lead. Again, they got a copy of Push On playing here over the speakers. Love that. Face-off in center. Hebben in to take the face-off. On the other side is Jakowitz. Puck down along the far board. Shetler trying to pull it ahead. That got caught in the linesman's skates, picking it up, coming the other direction. Trying to knock that all the way through. Pace had it. Now that sent the other direction all the way back deep into the Pioneer zone. Stopped there by Templeton. She covers it up. So Heben with the goal in the first. Face-off in the near face-off circle. By the way, that was an unassisted goal. Jackowitz in to take the face-off. As that puck comes all the way back, Bacallis taking that face-off, wins it back into the neutral zone. At Corral coming down the near boards, Shetler sends it ahead. Bacallis coming in. Bacallis gains his own. Bacallis trying to feed it back. Picked up by Ellis, but stolen away, headed in the other direction by Jackowitz. Jackowitz has it down the near boards of the neutral zone. Good job to knock that away by Pioneer. Now Jackowitz steals it in the slot. Shot saved by Templeton. Great save by Templeton on a point-blank shot by Jackowitz. Keeps it 1-0. Pioneer with the lead. 11:58 left to go here in the first. Face-off in the near face-off circle to Templeton's left. Jof trying to take that face off, tipped right to the near point, held him back there, fired back deep by Eschenmacher. As that puck got caught again in the official skates. Portinga takes it outside the near circle. Portinga banks it off the near boards back into the neutral zone. Jackowitz chases it, feeds it across the ice. That tipped away from Shetler, pulling it in. Here comes Jof. Jof in the slot. That puck comes all the way outside of the near circle. Jof with it there. Jof, top of the near circle. There's a shot and a save. Good save by Howard. Face-off is going to come to Howard's right in the near face-off circle. It's like McGee in to take the face-off. On the near side is Jof. Here comes the face-off, that into the near corner. Portinga trying to pull that away. Puck outside the near circle. Now that comes right back behind the goal. Gathered up back over there by Alberts. Alberts sends it down the far boards. That'll go all the way back into the Pioneer zone. Horvath chases it, but that's going to be icing and head back the other direction. 11:10 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Pioneer with the early lead on Livingston United. Face-off is going to be to Howard's left in the far face-off circle. The captain, Jof, in to take that face-off. Again, McGee on the other side. Puck dropped. Jof wins it back to the far point. Picked up there, moved over as that shot by Cundiff knocked down, coming the other direction here. As down the near boards is Boys. Boys fires it. That tipped away back behind is good job by Templeton to make the save. Puck comes in along the far boards. Held in at the far point by Alberts. Loose now chipped into the neutral zone by Pioneer. Portinga in a foot race. Portinga trying to get back there before Boys. Portinga on the far circle with the shot and a goal. Portinga puts it in. And Pioneer goes up 2-0. That at 10:39. Great job by Evie Portinga to put that in, and Pioneer has the 2-goal lead. Face off, now sent all the way down. Gathered up by Shetler in her own zone, trying to get past that was Heben. Puck into the near circle. Gathered up back there by Bergman. Bergman back behind the goal. Bergman trying to chip it out in front. That's sent all the way down the near boards. Now knocked away, coming down. Here comes Livingston trying to knock that around was Bolton. Sent back the other direction as Pace trying to fire it in, but that gathered up by Jackowitz. Jackowitz goes back behind her own goal for Livingston. Jackowitz sets up there. Jackowitz coming down the far side now over her own blue line. Jackowitz comes over to the near side. Over center ice into the Pioneer zone. Jackowitz trying to get back behind the defense. Shot there. Good save as that comes into the near corner. Trying to get it out. Puck sends right into the slot. Trying to chip that away. Puck into the near corner. Gathered up there. Bergman trying to get it out of the zone. Now Heben chips it down the ice, down the near boards of the neutral zone. Trying to fire it ahead the other direction is Boyce. Puck into the Livingston United end. Trying to pull it away was Heben. Puck back into the neutral zone. Pioneer will have to reset as they go back to grab it now, trying to pull it in. That puck down the far boards. So Stella Young banks it off the near board deep into the Livingston zone. Picking up, heading the other direction. Here comes Shetler. Shetler gains his own. Shetler trying to get around to Stella Young. There's a shot that goes all the way outside the far circle. Trying to pick it up. He'd been trying to pull it away the far circle. That will come all the way over outside the near circle in the Pioneer zone. Chip there, loose on the near circle. Now fired ahead, gathered up there by Boys. Boys, top of the near circle, right in the slot. Good job to knock it away as Bolton was right there. Another shot. Bolton fires it in. And Templeton was screened. She couldn't see him. And Bolton able to slip it in the near corner. And that will be a goal by Livingston United. That at 8:51. And that was number 15, Bolton, who put that in. 2-1 our score now. Face off right at center ice. McGee in to take the face off. Kang trying to get it down the near boards, then pulled ahead. Zealous trying to pull away, puck down into the neutral zone. Alexis Young has it. She tips it into the Livingston zone. Gathered up back over there by Boys. Boys into the neutral zone. Boys tipped away by Alexis Young, but headed back the other direction. Here comes Chester. Chester into the near corner, outside the near circle. Kang trying to get to it. Alexis Young puts it right back behind the goal. Fired around by Horvat. That puck back to the far point. Held in there by Alberts. Now back into the neutral zone. Alberts has it at center ice, right in front of the scorer's box. Alberts fires it back deep. That puck right back behind Templeton. Gathered up there by Horvath with 8:07 left to go. 2-1, Pioneer with the lead, but Livingston United with the last goal. Here comes Pioneer as Ellis puts it down the center of the ice, right into the neutral zone, but gathered up, racing the other direction is Shetler. Shetler on the near circle with a shot. Good save by Templeton. Puck all the way back out. Picking it up. Bacallis has it. Bacallis over center ice. Trying to move it over to Kang. Kang tips that. That puck down the near boards. Trying to pick it up is McGee. Now outside the near circle. Puck comes to the near point. Racing ahead with it is Shetler. Shetler into the Pioneer zone. Shetler on the near circle. Good block by Cundiff. Shetler back behind the goal. Trying to fire it out in front. Comes over to the near side. Top of the near circle, Portinga has it. Portinga had the second Pioneer goal down the neutral zone. Here comes Portinga. She gains the zone in the slot, drops it over to Jof. Jof with a shot that just goes high. 7:12 left to go. 2-1 is our score. Pioneer with the lead. That puck sent all the way down the ice. That'll be a shot on goal covered up by Templeton. 7:04 here in the first. 2-1 Pioneer with the lead. Face-off looks to be to the right. Or are they going to? Nope, they're going to pull that. Nope, they are going to put it to the left now in the Pioneer zone. So that to Templeton's left here. Joe Finn to take the face-off. On the other side is Jackowitz. Good battle so far between these two squads. Puck loose on that near circle, tipped outside the near circle. Jof trying to fire it away, trying to hold it in. That puck outside the near circle with it is Jackowitz. Jackowitz fires, and Templeton able to cover it up. Good job, slowed it up and able to get the glove right back behind it. Keep it from going over the goal line. Face off again in the near face-off circle, that to the left of Templeton. Puck down, that comes all the way, top of the, right back to the blue line. Fired in by Livingston United, save by Templeton. 6:14 left to go here. In the, and here in the first. Now face-off will be to the right of Templeton. Heben in to take the face-off. On the other side is Jackowitz. Puck sent to the blue line, trying to hold it in. Now grabbed, headed the other direction as that was fed over by Pace coming in. Heben with a shot and a score! Second goal of the game as she opened up the scoring, and Pioneer goes ahead 3-1 on the score by Heben. And it's 6:33. We'll see if there are any assists on that. Pioneer able to answer back as Livingston United cut the lead to 1. But Pioneer comes storming back and gets it back to a 2-goal lead. Face off at center ice, quickly racing ahead is Jackowitz. Jackowitz has that knocked right back into the Livingston United end. Chasing it back over there is Boys. Boys takes it back behind the goal. He's been trying to pull that away. Outside the far circle. Puck into the far corner. Pace with it there. Pace trying to fire it away. Loose on that far circle. That shot goes right into the near corner. Puck down the near boards. Trying to knock it away as that's sent around by Alberts all the way back behind the goal. Chipped back there by Heben. Heben trying to get it away from Jackowitz. Comes back into the neutral zone. And that will slip back into the Pioneer zone, but that will be icing and head back into the Livingston end. 5:55 left to go here in the first. 3-1 Pioneer with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the far face-off circle. That's going to be to Howard's left. Bacallison to take the face-off. So that puck shot on goal, steered away by Howard. It's a quick shot from the face-off. Happens to be how the Red Wings won last night. Great job by Larkin to get it back to King. Off the face-off in overtime. Coming ahead with it, Livingston United gets it to the blue line. Chipped back by Alexis Young, and there's a raised hand. That is going to be a hooking call. So we have our first penalty. Alexis Young goes into the box at 5:38. Pioneer will be shorthanded as that face-off will come back into the Pioneer zone. So Pioneer 3-1, but Livingston United with the extra attacker. As we will have a face-off back in the Pioneer zone in the far face-off circle. That to Templeton's right. Jof will start off the face-off with Portinga, Cundiff, and Horvath in there with her. On the other side of the face-off circle is Jackowitz. That puck into the far corner, trying to pull it away back there is Anna Young. And right out in front, comes outside the near circle. Picked up by Jackowitz. Jackowitz trying to fire it to the blue line. Now top of the far circle. Shot there. Knocked away. Good save by Templeton. Still loose. Another shot there. Templeton with another save, even though lots of traffic out in front. Face-off in the near face-off circle. 5:20 left to go. Here in the first. 1 minute 42 seconds left in the power play to Livingston United. Jackowitz versus Jackowitz versus Jof in the near face-off circle, trying to knock it away. Portinga, shot and a save by Templeton. Come right back into the near face-off circle. 5:15 left to go here in the first. 1:37 left to go in the power play to Livingston United. 3-1 Pioneer with the lead. Livingston United trying to get it back to a one-goal game. Puck loose on the near circle. That shot all the way into the far corner. Trying to race over Estella Young, trying to knock that away. She goes hard into the boards, but pops up. She's all right. Puck outside the far circle, now chipped into the slot. Trying to get a shot away was Jackowitz, but good job getting in the way. I believe that was Jof. Buck right back behind. Tipped back there is Estella Young trying to fire it in along the far boards. Anna Young has it back behind the goal. Now that over to Jackowitz. Jackowitz feeds it all the way back to the far point. McGee with it there. McGee, that knocked away as good job by Portinga to fire it all the way down the ice. Racing back to get it is Boys. Boys has it back behind her own goal. Boys coming down the far boards. Hebert trying to make it difficult for her. Hebert trying to hold it in, working down the near boards as it slips back into the neutral zone. Hebert taking it right at center ice, moves it down the far boards. That's tipped there. Coming back in with it is Jof. Jof trying to move it over into the slot. That picked up, heading the other direction. Here comes Anna Young. Anna Young down on the far side. Jackowitz with the shot. That goes into the near corner. Gathered up back over there by Shetler. Shetler grabbed as good job by Jof to tip it back into the neutral zone. Boys sets back at her blue line over on the far boards, moves it right over to Shetler. Shetler, that puck slips away. Here comes Heben. Heben loses an edge. Puck loose on the near circle of the Livingston zone. Now taking it the other direction, Shetler. Shetler banks it off the far board, picked up by Jackowitz. Pioneer back to full strength, able to kill off the penalty. Cundiff trying to get it out of the zone. That puck down the far boards. Now Cundiff trying to move it into the neutral zone. That grab by Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld gets it all the way back into the Livingston end. Gathered up there by McGee. McGee has it tipped back right to the Livingston blue line. Picked up down these near boards as Eschenmacher trying to get it out of the zone. Trying to hold it in his pace. Now Heben puts it into outside the near circle. Fired back into the neutral zone. Here comes Cundiff. Cundiff right in front of the penalty box. Cundiff gains his own top of the far circle. That goes into the near corner of the Livingston zone. Racing and trying to get to it is Shetler. Puck loose on that far circle. Trying to pull it away back there is Bergman sets it up. Pace trying to get a shot away, but that knocked away back there by Chester. Battle for it outside the far circle. Alexis Young trying to pull that away. Now heading down the far boards is Shetler. Shetler into the Pioneer zone. Shetler with a shot. That bounces just wide to the far side. Gathered up there trying to move it around. That puck back into the neutral zone. Coming in with it is Pace. Pace moves it into the slot. Pace coming in. Shot. There's a save by Howard. Puck in out front. Trying to get to it is Bergman. That puck all the way back to the blue line. Alexis Young trying to keep pace, racing ahead with it. Jackwitz comes right in front, shot, and Jackwitz makes it a one-goal game as Jackwitz puts it in for the score. That at 2:07. Jackwitz able to get past the defense and just cut across the crease and puts it in. And it is now 3-2. Pioneer with a one-goal lead. Pioneer able to kill off the first penalty of the game, but back on 5-on-5, Livingston United able to get this to a one-goal game. Battle for it is McGee trying to pull that away, comes back in along the blue line. Now here comes Portinga. Portinga trying to make it through that, sticked into the near corner. Portinga outside the near circle, fires it in front. Here comes Jof. Jof on the far circle, trying to get Portinga, and that puck wouldn't settle down as it hopped right over his stick. Picked up in the high slot, Jof with it, and back to the blue line. Horvath with it at the far point. Horvath trying to fire it in deep. And tipped back by Alberts, loose on the far circle. Jof trying to get it in the slot. Jof onto the near circle with it. Jof backhands it right in front, trying to get it to Portinga. Couldn't quite get the open net there. Puck in along the far boards, picked up by Rosenfeld over to Portinga. Portinga with the shot, that deflects out in front. Good job by Howard to stop it. Puck top of the near circle, here comes Portinga. Portinga outside the near circle. Double team there, that puck loose, top of the near circle, here comes Alexis Young. Alexis Young trying to fire it away. That pulled out as McGee brings it to the blue line but can't get it out. That puck now ricocheted off the far board. 58 seconds left to go in the first. Pioneer up 3-2. Horvath sends that puck ahead, but grabbed by McGee. McGee gains the Pioneer zone. McGee has that knocked away by Heben. Picked up by Heben coming down the far boards. Heben over center ice. Heben gains his own. Heben on the far circle trying to get a wide angle shot away. That knocked in front, poked in. I thought Portinga put it in, but they wave it off. She looked like she had the stick and tried to poke it in as it was loose in the 5-hole. Somehow able to hold it out was Howard. Excellent goalkeeping and good job by Portinga to set herself up where she could try and poke that puck in. 35.4 seconds left to go here in the first. 3-2 Pioneer with the lead. Pioneer would love to keep this lead going into the first intermission. Livingston United wants to get this game tied up into the slot. Over. There's a shot by Alexis Young. That just goes wide. Outside the near circle. Trying to dig it out of there. Heben has it. There's a shot and a goal. Upper right-hand corner. And it's a hat trick by Heben as Pioneer goes back up by a score of 4-2. Excellent goal with 19.7 seconds left by Heben. She gets the hat trick for Pioneer, and Pioneer pulls it back to a 2-goal lead. Heben in to take the face off, trying to pull that away is McGee. McGee at puck, top of the near circle. Sent down by Bergman, now coming in. Heben has it. Bergman trying to fire it over, but a whistle and offsides. So offside, that comes out on the near circle. just near circle outside of the Livingston zone. Again, Heben in there versus Jackowitz. 9 seconds left to go. Jackowitz coming ahead with it. Tipped away by Cundiff. Jackowitz, wide angle shot and fires it in. Jackowitz answers back with 2.8 seconds left to go. As Jackowitz fires it in. That is her second goal of the game. That at 2.8. And that's her second goal in 19 seconds. Back to a one-goal game, 4-3, puck back. Cundiff tips it ahead. Now that will do it for the first. At the end of one, it is Pioneer 4 and Livingston United 3. We'll take a brief moment and play some messages from the MHSAA and be right back with your second period action.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As it is a one-goal game, 4-3, Pioneer with the lead here at the Veterans Memorial Ice Arena versus Livingston United. Puck all the way back into the Pioneer zone. Pioneer going from left to right here in this second period. Jove trying to get to it. Now Portinga has it. There's a shot. Good save by Templeton. So that was a blast by Anna Young from the far circle. That face-off will come in the far face-off circle. That to the left of Templeton. Jove in to take the face-off. On the other side is Jackowitz. Puck loose, trying to pull it away. Tipped in along the far boards. Portinga trying to feed it ahead. Now Jove trying to dig it out of the way. Jove comes underneath the far circle. And over, here comes Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld through center ice. Rosenfeld right over center ice. That gets tipped down the near boards. Jove puts it to the blue line. Moved back. Rosenfeld over to Jove. That into the Livingston zone. Pulled back away, trying to go the other direction was Shetler. Loose hit center ice, picked up by Estella Young. Estella Young gets it back into the Livingston zone. Battle for it high, slot as that puck comes all the way back. Top of the far circle, Portinga chips it back into the far corner. Grab back there by Shetler. Shetler trying to move it down the far boards. Grab by Jove. Jove top of the far circle. Jove comes over, top of the near circle now. Jove, shot, wide angle shot. Good save by Howard. Deflected into the near corner, trying to sweep it out of the zone is Bolton. Gathered up by Horvath. Horvath sends it across the ice. Jove has it top of the far circle. Trying to avoid pressure back there by Anna Young. Back to the far point. Alexis Young with it there. Alexis Young trying to get to it. That pulled away. Here comes Jackowitz. Jackowitz gets back into the Pioneer zone. Jackowitz in the slot. Coming in. Good save by Templeton. Swept by Alexis Young into the far corner. That puck comes all the way back into the near corner. Gathered up there by Horvath. Horvath trying to get it out of the zone. That will go all the way back. That will be icing and head back into the Pioneer end. Now again, on high school hockey, you can change on an icing. In college and professional, you cannot. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to the right of Templeton. Heben in to take the face-off. On the other side is McGee. That puck down the near boards, tipped away. Heben racing back, trying to get to it on edge. That'll come into the near corner. Heben with it there. Heben goes back behind the goal from the near side to the far side, trying to poke it out in front and covered up by Howard. Face-off will come into the far face-off circle. Heben in to take the face-off. Jackwitz on the other side of the face-off circle. Puck loose, trying to get to it. Alexis Young with a shot, and that is saved by Howard. 12:59 left to go here in the second. 4-3, Pioneer with a 1-goal lead. They have gotten it up to a 2-goal lead, but Livingston United coming back twice to make it a 1-goal lead. Puck, top of the far circle, picked up now. Jackwitz sends it down the near boards. Jackwitz has speed coming in. Jackwitz with a shot. Good save by Templeton. Puck on the far circle. Tipped away back there by Bergman. Now he's been trying to knock it down the far boards. Bergman has it into the neutral zone. Bergman trying to chip it ahead and pull back the other direction. Chipped ahead back over there by Bolton. Down the near boards. Pioneer trying to fire it ahead. Picked up at the blue line. Anna Young trying to get it back to the Pioneer blue line. Jackwitz intercepts it, trying to knock it away as Pace. Loose right at center ice. Pace brings it in. Pace into Livingston United zone, but that grabbed the other direction by Anna Young. Anna Young trying to get it to Jackwitz. That puck all the way into the near corner. Gathered up by Pioneer number 15, who I do not have on my roster. I apologize. Now Bergman trying to knock it out of the zone. Puck now sent right back behind Templeton. Jackwitz trying to pull it off of the end boards underneath the near circle. Wide angle shot got knocked down out in front, and trying to get to it is Templeton with the save. That will be face-off in the near face-off circle. 11:54 left to go here in the second. 4-3 is our score. Both teams getting full line changes. Bacalus in to take the face-off. McGee on the other side, that in the near face-off circle. Puck outside the near circle, trying to pull that away back over there is Carlton. Now coming ahead with it. Here comes Ellis. Ellis over the blue line. Ellis trying to get back past the defense. Ellis on the far circle, sending it over, trying to move it over to Bacalus. There's a wide angle shot that gets knocked down as Howard came all the way out to get it. Puck back into the neutral zone. Estella Young has it. Ricochets it off the far boards. Kang tips it into the zone. Chipped right back into the neutral zone. Now trying to gather it up is Carlton. Moved ahead by Estella Young. Picked up right in front of the Pioneer bench. Ellis trying to knock it away. Right outside, pulling it into the zone is Carlton into the Pioneer zone. And puck loose, top of the near circle. Pioneer trying to put it back as that was number 22. Fires it all the way back into the Livingston end. Shetler has it down the far boards with some speed coming in. Here comes Shetler on the far circle. Shetler trying to get out in front, and they tie it up as Shetler moves it over, got it to McGee. And it's tied up 4-4 here at 10:54 in the second. That was McGee from Shetler. As Templeton did a good job to get the initial save, but that popped right over to her right. And a good job to fire it in by McGee. 4-4 tie game here in the second. Pioneer had the early lead. Livingston United has come back and tied the game. Loose right to the blue line for Pioneer. Alexis Young trying to get it over center ice. Alexis Young gains his own top of the far circle. Alexis Young fires it that into the near corner. Portinga trying to grab it there. Portinga centering attempt. That gets knocked away. Spinning with it back over there is Anna Young. Anna Young puts it deep into the Pioneer zone. That will be icing and head back the other direction with 10:27 left to go. Here in the second, 4-4 is our score. Face off in the near face off circle. That to Howard's left. 10:27 left to go. Jofin to take the face-off. Jackowitz on the other side. Both captains battling in that face-off circle. Trying to poke it away, stuck in a pair of skates. And shot towards the goal, but deflected and comes all the way back out. Down the near boards into the Pioneer zone. Jackowitz trying to get to it. Jackowitz with a shot. Good blocker save by Templeton. Puck in along the end boards. Jackowitz trying to come in. Backhanded shot. Save by Templeton. 10:07 left to go here in the second. Face-off comes over into the near face-off circle. Looks like again it's going to be Jofin Jackowitz. And to Templeton's right. Puck in along the near board, sent back into the neutral zone as that just slips past Shetler. Shetler gains it, comes over down the blue line into the neutral zone. Trying to knock it away is Portinga. Picked up by the trailer, trying to feed it ahead is Anna Young. Puck sent all the way back behind the Pioneer goal into the near corner. Pioneer trying to pull that away, trying to get to it before Wollasing has it. Now here comes Jof. Jof down the near boards through the neutral zone. Jof makes a move, tipped away. Trying to get to it is Rosenfeld, but the other direction is Shetler. Shetler gains his own. Cundiff trying to poke that puck away. Cundiff has it in the near corner, goes back behind her own goal, feeds the puck around the far boards. Now picking it up, coming in, Jackowitz with a shot and a save by Templeton. 9:19 left to go here in the second. 4-4 is our score here in the second. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle, that to Templeton's left. Jackowitz in to take the face-off, Heben on the other side. Set up to take the face-off, coming out on is Chester as well. Puck into the slot, trying to knock it away, comes onto the near circle. Picking it up is, here comes Heben. Over center ice, that pulled away by Jackowitz, heading the other direction. Jackowitz into the Pioneer zone. Jackowitz into the slot. Jackowitz, good job by Cundiff to drive her wide. Jackowitz still with it, and off the side of the net, covered up by Templeton. Well, Jackowitz was racing down the slot, and a really good job by Cundiff to just drive her wide, and she ran out of room. Had to settle for a wide angle shot. 8:58 left to go here in the second. Jackowitz in to take the face-off. Heben on the other side. Puck back, right at the blue line. Shot there, covered up as that was shot from the blue line by Boys. Good job by Templeton to cover it up. Not easy with a lot of traffic in front. 8:53 left to go here in the second. Face-off will come over to Templeton's right in the near face-off circle. Jackowitz telling folks where to go. That puck back to the near point. Fed around by Shetler. And into the high slot, trying to knock it away is Heben. In along the far boards, Anna Young with it. That pinched into the far corner. Coming back, grabbed by Jackowitz. Jackowitz on the far circle, trying to get away from pressure. Now Bergman trying to feed it ahead. Here comes, racing ahead, Heben. Run off the puck. And picked back up as that was Shetler with that defensive move. Now Horvath trying to send it down the near boards. Heben trying to fire it back deep. Picked up by Anna Young, brings it down the far boards of the neutral zone and fires it into the Pioneer end. Tip right back into the neutral zone. Livingston United will have to touch up as Shetler goes back to her own blue line, giving her team time. Shetler down the far boards. Bergman trying to knock it away. Now Heben, that's loose on the far circle. Shetler with a shot. Good save by Templeton as Heben put it outside the far circle. Heben back into the neutral zone, pulled back over there by Jackowitz. Jackowitz trying to maneuver through traffic. Pace coming over to provide pressure. Horvath in the way. Good save by Templeton, and she covers it up. Jackowitz weaving through traffic, able to get a shot on goal. As the Dexter boys team is in, as they have their locker room at the end of the rink over to our left. And they're in because they will take on Pioneer men's varsity hockey, as both Dexter and Pioneer men's teams will battle. Start time is about 7 o'clock for that one, depending on how this game goes. McGee in to take the face off. Shot that knocked away. Good job back there by Cundiff. Cundiff in the far corner of her own zone. Goes back behind her own goal. Cundiff down the near boards, trying to fire it back into the neutral zone. That tip. Cundiff trying to get it out. Held in back over there by Carlton. And puck into the near corner. Pioneer back behind their own goal. Sends it down the far boards. Portinga has it there. Portinga racing ahead with it. Portinga feeds it to center ice. Here comes Jove. Jove trying to get back past the defense. Jove drop pass over to Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld has it top of the near circle into the slot. Rosenfeld with the shot. That got knocked down. Picked up. Pioneer holds it in and fired loose on the near circle. Ricocheted back. Picked up by Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld trying to move it over. That moved back into the neutral zone as that was a tip from Bolton to get it out of the zone. Now grabbed by Cundiff. Cundiff down the far boards. Cundiff gains the zone. Cundiff taking a shot that got blocked out in front. Cundiff trying to get a wide angle shot, but that deflected outside the near circle. Still battle for it as Pioneer trying to pinch that sent back into the neutral zone. Portinga with it there. Portinga over to Cundiff on the far boards. Now all the way into the near boards. Here comes Rosenfeld. Gathered up by Jof on the near circle. Jof trying to cut in front. Backhanded shot and a goal! Oh, Jof cut across the crease and forced Howard to make go down early and then put the backhanded shot in. And Pioneer gets back to a 1-goal lead. That at 6:26. Jof with the goal for Pioneer, and that is her first goal of the game. So back on top, Pioneer 5-4 here in the second. 6:26 left to go in the second. Face off at center ice. Jackowitz trying to get to it. Jackowitz trying to work through traffic. Horvath has it down the near boards. Horvath trying to pull that away. Jackowitz has it in the slot. Knocked away. Covered up by Templeton as Anna Young was right on the doorstep. 6:15 left to go here in the second. Cundiff. As that comes all the way out and along the near boards, trying to knock it away. Picked up. Here comes Ellis. Ellis racing down. Ellis gets back behind the defense. Ellis on the near circle. Puck wouldn't settle down. Ellis trying to get to it and put into the near corner. Good battle back there by Anna Young. Puck comes all the way around, down the far boards and into the neutral zone. Oh, good job by Horvath trying to hold it in, but that just slipped out. That will be a face-off back in the neutral zone. That'll be in the near face-off circle just outside of the Livingston zone. 5:53 left to go here in the second. 5-4, Pioneer with the lead. It's Heben in to take the face-off. Jackowitz on the other side. Puck back. Now swept ahead, picking it up. Here comes Pace. Pace gains his own. Pace top of the near circle. Pace trying to get wide. That swept back by Boys. Top of the near circle, spinning with it. Horvath trying to fire it back deep. Puck into the far corner, picked up there by Eschenbacher. Eschenbacher moves back behind her own goal, trying to pull it away. Back there is Bergman. Battle for it underneath the near circle into the near corner. Pace trying a centering attempt that pulled away by Jackowitz. Jackowitz goes over her own blue line. Jackowitz through center ice. Jackowitz gains his own. Jackowitz takes a shot at a glove. Save by Templeton. 5:18 left to go here in the second. Face off in the near face off circle. Jackowitz in to take the face off. Keeping on the other side. Back to the near point. High slot trying to pull it ahead is Eschenbacher. Knocked away. Here comes Heben down the far boards. Heben. That puck knocked off of a pair of skates. Heben brings it into the Livingston zone. Heben into the slot. Shot that went off of a skate. Now there's a shot by Alexis Young and a save by Howard. And one tick under 5 minutes left to go here in the second. 5-2, Pioneer with the lead. Face-off will be to Howard's left in the near face-off circle. Jofin to take the face-off. Jackowitz on the other side. Been a good battle between these two squads as Pioneer pinches, firing it all the way. That at the blue line. Cundiff with a shot there. Knocked down out in front. Puck into the near corner. Pulling that away is Shetler. Shetler down the far boards. Trying to hold it in is Jof. Shetler trying to knock that away. Jof underneath the far circle. That back to the far point. Now here comes, racing ahead with it, Jackwitz. Jackwitz gains his own. Jackwitz trying to make a move. Good job by the Pioneer defense. Shot by Boys. There's a shot by Templeton. Or saved by Templeton, but knocked away. And a score. I believe that was Jackwitz who put it in and tied the game at 5. That at 4:30 left to go in the second. And if that was Jackwitz, that would be a hat trick for her. Boys in, or McGee in to take the face off versus Joe. Puck down the far boards, now picked up Alexis Young trying to move it over. Here comes Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld gains his own. Rosenfeld trying to weave her way through traffic over to Joe. Joe comes over onto the near side, shot. Good save by Howard. All the way back, Horvath trying to grab that. Puck back into the neutral zone, in along the near boards, trying to knock it away. Back there is McGee, picked up by Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld at her own blue line. Rosenfeld trying to get it out of the zone, back there battling with Carlton. Rosenfeld down the far boards, now here comes Portinga. Portinga trying to work her way through traffic. That puck fired all the way back to the Pioneer blue line. Gathered up there by Horvath. Horvath over center ice. Horvath trying to work her way through traffic and popped right back by Chester into the neutral zone. Jof has it at center ice. Jof coming down the far boards now. Jof trying to weave her way through traffic onto the far circle. Jof back to the far point. Picked up by Alexis Young there. Alexis Young trying to feed it into the slot. Pulled back over. Rosenfeld has it outside the near circle. Right into the slot. Backhanded shot, and Jof. That just goes wide into the near corner. Trying to pull it back up is Shetler. Shetler moved into the front. Jof with another shot and a score! Set up perfectly out in front. I believe that was Portinga who set her up. Jof cashed in, and now it's 6-5. Good goal by Pioneer. Be the second goal for Jof. Eben in to take the face off. Jackwitz on the other side. Pioneer with a 1-goal lead. 3:13 left to go here in the second. Eben trying to get around that puck back to center ice. Trying to bring it ahead. Here comes Jackwitz. Jackwitz coming in. Jackwitz with a shot and a glove save by Templeton. Portinga and Rosenfeld on the assist. Portinga got in the corner and fired it right back out. Now this is going to be a penalty for slashing to Heben. So Pioneer will be short of players there on the penalty kill. And with 3 minutes left to go in the second, up 1 goal. Jof in to take the face off. Jof trying to get to it. Now still loose, trying to fire it ahead. That tipped into the far corner. It's McGee's shot. Templeton able to stick it away. Puck right back behind the Pioneer goal into the near corner. Now here comes Jof. Jof rips it all the way down the ice. That's a good clear. Puck back behind, picked up by Boys deep in her own zone. Boys sends it down the far boards. Now Anna Young has it. Anna Young right over center. Gets it over to Jackwitz. Jackwitz trying to weave through traffic. Jackwitz on the far circle. Jackwitz. That shot saved by Templeton comes outside the near circle. Puck sent down through the neutral zone. Racing back to get it. Picked up by Anna Young. Anna Young spins, goes over on blue line. Anna Young over center ice. Anna Young into the Pioneer zone, trying to knock it away as Pace. Cundiff goes into the far corner. Cundiff trying to chip it ahead. Grabbed, here comes Pace. Pace down the far boards. Pace rips it all the way down. 58 seconds left in the power play for Livingston United. 1:55 left to go here in the second. 6-5. Pioneer with the lead, but coming through center ice. Here comes Shetler. That knocked back. Now racing ahead is Boys. Boys has it down the far boards. Knocked down on the far circle, bringing it ahead. Here comes Pioneers. Pace comes down the far boards. Pace brings it in onto the far circle. Pace trying to center it up. That knocked away. Pace again trying to center it up. Pace shot there off the side of the net. Ball all the way back outside the far circle. Cundiff has it there. Cundiff moves it, trying to get it over to Pace. That knocked away. As in along the far boards, McGee trying to fire it back. Held it at the far point. Pioneer, 15 seconds left on the penalty kill, and they are controlling the puck inside of the Livingston United zone. Horvath trying to knock it away. Now the other direction. Here comes Shetler. Shetler moves it down into the Pioneer zone. That is a whistle. That is going to be a Pioneer penalty for tripping as Pace goes into the box. And that will be a single second of 5-on-4, and then Heben's penalty will expire. And then it'll be right back to a 5-on-4 for Livingston with 1:01 left to go here in the second. Face-off will be to Templeton's left in the far face-off circle. Jackowitz in the face-off versus Jof into the far corner. So Pioneer now, the first penalty has expired there. Down one player as that cleared all the way down the ice. 58 seconds left to go. Here in the second, battle for it in along the end boards, trying to pick it up. There's a shot. Heben takes a shot, that puck in along the end boards. Now picked up, back over, in along the far boards, racing ahead with it. Coming down with it is Shetler. Shetler to the blue line, knocked away. Now fired back into the Pioneer zone. Sent right back into the neutral zone as Shetler sends it back, gathering it up as Anna Young. Anna Young right through center ice. 18 seconds left to go in the period. Anna Young on the far circle. Anna Young, rising shot that goes into the far, near corner. 10 seconds left to go here in the period. Back, there's a shot from the point, covered up. As there was a screen out in front, and Templeton able to see the blast from Jackowitz from the near point. Good save with 5.4 seconds left to go in the period. 1:04 left to go in the power play to Livingston United. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Templeton's right. All the way back, grabbed Shetler. The shot goes into the far corner, and that will do it for the second. At the end of two, it is Pioneer 6 and Livingston United 5 in a high-scoring affair between these two squads, as they're all going to go off the ice, and they'll take a nice little break here, get an ice resurfacing, and we will be right back. As let's play a few messages from the MHSA. As I'm going to move a couple of things around really quickly. So I'm going to pull this up here. There we go. And let's do this.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We're back live here from Veterans Memorial Ice Arena as they're reading off the sponsors. I don't happen to have a list of them, but thank you to all the sponsors who support Pioneer Women's Hockey. If you do come to the game, you can sometimes get a little program, or they have a little item. There we go. They have a little item that you can scan to get a program out there. It is 6-5. Pioneer with the lead heading into the third. Pioneer has gotten it up to a 2-goal lead. Dexter has gotten it tied twice out there, but Pioneer has the 1-goal lead. They are on the penalty kill, and that is going to be for 59 seconds. They'll be on the penalty kill as we see the Pioneer men's team right beneath us heading into their locker room. So excited to get to see them play against Dexter. 2-9-2 teams. That is going to be right after this game, as we're excited to bring you a little Pioneer men's hockey. They've been playing great. Gillick champions. So winning the Gillick Cup, that's no small feat. It has been a good season this year. Fortunately not able to broadcast home games for them, but excited to get to see them next. Coming up here, Heben in to take the face-off versus Jackowitz right at center ice. Pioneer by goal. Comes over, gathered up, coming in. Anna Young gains the Pioneer zone. There's a shot that got deflected. Good job by Alexis Young to knock that away. Puck on the far circle, comes back to the far point. McGee holds it in. Top of the far circle, over there for Anna Young. That puck outside the near circle, trying to pull that away. Battle for it is Horvath trying to dig it out. Excuse me, that was Heben. Trying to dig it out as that comes right back behind the Pioneer goal into the far corner. There's Horvath, who's going to try and get it all the way down the ice. That knocked away, and that will be offside as couldn't quite hold that puck in. It got over the blue line. So that's going to come outside of the Pioneer zone in the far face-off circle. 26 seconds left to go here in the extra attacker here for Livingston United. Horvath has it outside the far circle. Chipped right into the high slot, picked up there, fired down the near boards by Alexis Young. Racing in, trying to get to it. Heben on the near circle. Heben trying to work her way over. That puck grabbed, shot by Bergman, goes right back behind the goal. Picked up into the near corner. Livingston United with it. He's been trying to get to it. Now that pulled down. Racing ahead with it is the speedy Jackowitz. Jackowitz with a rising shot that goes just wide. Pioneer back to full strength as the puck back to the far point. Jackowitz with a shot that got blocked as that will go all the way back into the Livingston zone. He's been trying to get to it. That put into the far corner. Trying to pick it up. Jackowitz trying to dig it out of that far corner. Alexis Young trying to get to it as that's right back behind the goal. As that'll slip right back into the neutral zone. Alexis Young has it there. She trying to move it over. That went right off of a Livingston player's skate. Right back behind the goal. Pioneer races back to get it. 13:23 left to go here in the third. Pioneer by a goal. 6-5. Puck outside the near circle coming in. Good job to chip it away by Jove. Puck loose. Top of the near circle. Racing over to get it. Chester with the shot covered up by Templeton. 13:07 left to go here in the third. Face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. McGee in to take the face-off. Jof on the other side. Puck slipped into the slot. Now pulled away by Cundiff. Cundiff coming down the far boards. Cundiff fires it all the way down. Alberts picks it up outside the far circle. Cundiff trying to get a shot away. And all the way into the near corner for Jof. Jof has it outside the near circle. Jof spinning with it. Jof underneath the near circle. Fires it out in front. That knocked away. Good defensive play by Eschenbacher. Here comes Livingston United down the near boards. Bringing ahead is Chester. That tipped away. Grabbed is here comes Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld over to Jof. Jof gains the zone. Jof in the high slot over to Portinga. Top of the near circle. That shot blocked right at the top of the near circle. Trying to get it back. Rosenfeld loses an edge. Puck into the near corner. Battle for it there as now it's slipped right back behind the goal. Portinga racing into the far corner, battering with Alberts. That's sent right back behind the goal again. Now this time into the near corner. Jove trying to poke that away. McGee has it there. He's trying to dig that out with 12:02 left to go. Whistle. 6-5 Pioneer with the lead here. Just 2 ticks shy, 3 minutes into the third. Jove to take the face-off in the near face-off circle. Looks like it's going to be Shetler on the other side. No, that's McGee, forgive me. Puck in along the near boards, trying to feed it into the slot, gathered up there. Rosenfeld trying to pull it away, tipped into the slot, now fired all the way down the near boards. And will go for icing deep in the Pioneer zone. That'll come right back into the Livingston end with 11:51 left to go. Right after this game, 9-2 Pioneer men's varsity hockey versus 9-2 Dexter men's varsity hockey. Battle between the women's teams, Pioneer and Livingston United here. There's going to be a really, really nice showcase over at Big Boy Arena this Saturday. I don't believe we'll be able to broadcast the Pioneer women's game that day, but they're going to be there, a whole showcase in 3 different rinks. If you have an opportunity, get out there. So we're going to have the Michigan women's team's game that night versus Penn State. There's a shot off the side of the net by Jove, covered up by Howard. 11:31 left to go here. Pace comes in as well as Bergman, Eben. The defenders stay the same as Horvath and Alexis Young on the defense. Again, they'll drop the puck in the near face-off circle. On the other side is Jackowitz. And puck in along the near boards, now pulled back. Alexis Young taking a shot, that knocked away. Right back into the neutral zone. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Jackwitz. Jackwitz in the slot. Jackwitz with a shot and a save by Templeton. 11-17. Templeton has come up big. Jackwitz has gotten a lot of good shots away. Templeton able to keep it a 1-goal game with 11:17 left to go. Face-off in the far face-off circle, that to Templeton's right. Eben in trying to take that face-off. Jackwitz in along the far boards. That puck into the neutral zone. Good job by Eben to knock it out of there. Jackwitz brings it right back into the Pioneer zone. Horvath trying to get into the way. Now that tipped. Good job by Alexis Young. She blocks the shot with her skates. Picked up by McGee. McGee trying to fire a shot. Saved by Templeton. 10:59 left to go here in the third. Great game between these two squads battling. Face-off again to Templeton's right in the far face-off circle. Eben in there. Versus Jackwitz. That puck all the way back to the far point. Chip there, held in by Shetler. And puck comes into the neutral zone. Trying to gather it up. Eben coming down the far boards. Eben trying to get around as she's taken down by Chester. And that is going to be a interference penalty. Or tripping is what they're going to call. Pioneer with the power play. I believe this is Pioneer's first power play of the game. As Alberts goes in for tripping. Pioneer with the extra player or extra skater. For the next 2 minutes, 10:44 left to go here in the third. Pioneer up by a goal, 6-5. Joe Finn trying to take that away from Jackwitz. That puck comes all the way over on edge outside the near circle, trying to fire it ahead. Tipped by Joe, but comes all the way back. Pioneer has it into the neutral zone, trying to fire it down those far boards. Jackwitz knocks it away, but Pioneer gets it back. Trying to fire it in loose. Jackwitz has it at center ice. Jackwitz on a breakaway. Jackwitz, Cundiff coming over. That shot just wide into the near corner. 10:19 left to go. As into the near corner with it is Anna Young. Battle for it there. Both players end up down on the ice. Now Cundiff trying to get it out of the zone. That puck loose in the slot. Picked up. That's going to be a penalty, and we're going to go to 4-on-4 hockey, as that is going to be a tripping penalty on Pioneer with 1:21 left to go in the power play to Pioneer. Portinga goes in for tripping. We'll have 1 minute, 21 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before a power play for Livingston United. 10:05 left to go here in the third. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Jof in there versus McGee. McGee wins it. Backhanded shot sticked away by Templeton. Gathered up down the far boards. Alexis Young knocks it off of the near board, trying to get it ahead to Jof. Jof down the near boards of the neutral zone. Jof gets ahead of steam. Jof coming in. High slot. Shot there. Bouncing puck. And in. Oh, it's in. Howard tried everything she could. It popped up. Howard was juggling it, trying to keep it out, and just couldn't keep it out of the goal. Good attempt, but Pioneer makes it a 7-5 game. That goal at Pioneer goal at 9:48. Should be 7-5. I still only see 6-5. There it is, 7-5 up on the scoreboard. Pioneer with the 2-goal lead. Quick shot there from Heben. And that is the hat trick for Jof, as Jof gets her third goal of the game. Huge goal, making it a 2-goal lead. 59 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Heben going to get it. And puck loose. Heben has it outside the far circle. Heben all the way back to Horvath at the far point. Horvath trying to keep it in as she gets wiped out at the blue line. Heben coming in outside the far circle. That shot out in front. Good block by the defense. Alexis Young holds it in at the blue line. Top of the near circle with a shot that goes wide into the near corner. 36 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Livingston United trying to get it. Heben with a shot that goes just wide. Trying to pick it up back behind is Anna Young. Anna Young down the far boards. Bergman trying to pull that away. 20 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Puck into the near corner. Racing ahead with it. As with some speed, here comes Jackowitz, that is going to be Shetler. Shetler on the far circle. Shetler, that goes all the way across the crease, outside the near circle, picked up back to the near point. Jackowitz with it there, knocked away, racing ahead. Here comes Heben. Heben getting back behind the defense, poked away. Good defensive play by Young. As now it's a power play coming ahead. Here comes Livingston United on the power play. Shot there, and a glove save by Templeton. Oh, great job by Templeton to keep that out of the goal. 27 seconds left of the Livingston United power play. 8:32 left to go here in the third. 7-5. Pioneer with the win. Face-off in the far face-off circle, that to Templeton's right. McGee over there to take the face-off. Jof trying to pull that away. Jof into the far corner. Jof has it back behind her own goal. Jof switches the other directions underneath the far circle. Jof trying to make a move down the far boards. Jof gets into the neutral zone. Jof still with it over center ice. Jof has it into the high slot. Shot there. Blocker save by Howard. Puck into the near corner with 4 seconds left on the power play. There's another shot. Howard with the save. Comes off to the near side. Pioneer back to full strength. Anna Young coming down the far boards. And puck through Anna Young through center ice. Poked away, picked up, and along the near boards by Rosenfeld. Now into the Pioneer zone. Down the near boards, Cundiff trying to knock it away. Puck back to center ice. Now fired deep as Boyes sends it back. Down the far boards, here comes Jof right over center ice. Jof trying to get it to Portinga. Puck into the near corner, picked up. 7:36 left to go here in the third. 7-5. Pioneer with the lead. Puck underneath the near circle. Trying to pull it away is Rosenfeld. Puck still loose outside the near circle. Now trying to pull it away back there. Heben was in there. Rosenfeld trying to dig it out. Puck into the near corner. Now out. Loose underneath the near circle. Goes all the way in along. Back to the far point. Held in there by Pioneer. Puck in along the far boards. Trying to poke it out of there. is Carlton. Loose now right into center ice. Gathered up, coming down, Boys down the far boards, Boys gets it into the zone. Boys, top of the far circle, knocked away there. Shot towards the goal, now deflected. Good job by 15 to knock it away for Pioneer. Another save, knock away by 15 coming down the near boards. It is a delayed offsides on Livingston United. They touch up. 6:44 left to go here in the third. Portinga trying to get to it, puck all the way back. Picked up by Pioneer in their own zone, coming down the far boards of the neutral zone. Here comes Heben. Top of the far circle. Heben trying to get to it. Poked back away by Boys. Now lifted. Shot off the side of the net. Portinga trying to pull that away. Underneath, Jackowitz with it. Jackowitz coming down the near board. 6:21 left to go. Jackowitz makes a move into the slot. Jackowitz, shot just goes wide. That into the near corner. Centering attempt. That goes right through the slot all the way across by Chester. Back to the far point. That slips past. Shetler chases all the way back into her own zone with 6:04 left to go. Shetler back behind the goal, comes down the near boards, trying to feed it ahead. Alexis Young tips it right in front of the benches. Alexis Young firing it ahead. Heben has it now, that into the end boards. Now slip into the far corner of the Livingston zone. Gathered up there by Shetler. Shetler coming down the far board. Shetler, top of the far circle in her own zone. That knocked away by Pace. Pace trying to fire it back deep. Pulled the other direction. Now fired all the way down the ice. That will be on net, so that'll be a stop. Templeton will move it over, and Alexis Young adds it. 5:30 left to go here in the third. Alexis Young down the near boards. That rolls on edge back into the neutral zone. Gathered up there by Alberts, who feeds it down the near boards over to Shetler. Shetler gains the Pioneer zone. That's swept right back into the neutral zone. Alberts backhands it. Now fired back deep by Jackowitz, right back behind the Pioneer goal. That puck will come into the near corner. Horvath with it there. Horvath trying to move it ahead. Picked up. Loose, trying to fire it, as that was Bergman trying to get it out of the zone. Grab back behind. Horvath with it, back behind her own goal. Horvath underneath the far circle, feeds it ahead. And grabbed right at center ice, fired right back in by Livingston, as that's put deep by Alberts. And puck will go back into the near corner. Horvath chipping it ahead, grabbed by Jof, now intercepted. Jof gets it back into the neutral zone. Here comes Heben. Heben gets back behind the defense, into the slot. Heben, shot, goal, Pioneer! 4:34. Pioneer makes it a 3-goal lead. So I believe that's 1, 2, 3, fourth goal by Heben. That at 4:34. 8-5, Pioneer with the lead. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left to go. Pioneer trying to hang on for a big victory here as the puck moved, as Bacalus trying to move it in along the near boards. Kang trying to knock it away. And loose, trying to feed it ahead was Wollison. Now that chip back to the Pioneer blue line. Cundiff with it there. Cundiff backhands it ahead. Tipped by Kang. Now coming in. Here comes Anna Young trying to get a shot away. Wide angle shot off the side of the net. Puck in along outside the far circle. Here comes Pioneer. Bacalus with it into the neutral zone. Bacalus over center ice. Bacalus loses an edge, trying to sweep it ahead, but that gathered up. Anna Young coming the other direction. Anna Young, top of the near circle. Cundiff knocks it away. Kang trying to get it into the near corner. Under 4 minutes left to go. Picked up top of the near circle. Cundiff intercepts. Cundiff trying to chip it. Still held in. Trying to work her way through. Jackowitz. That held in again. Good job back over there by Ossenbacher. Holding it in. Saved by Templeton. Picked up by Cundiff back behind her own goal. Cundiff has it underneath the near circle in the Pioneer zone. Cundiff trying to move it ahead. Pressure out there by Anna Young. Livingston trying to keep it deep in the Pioneer zone, with Pioneer with the 3-goal lead. 3:30 left to go here in the third. Puck still outside the near circle. That fired, intercepted. Good job to move it ahead, as that was Bacalus knocking it down and firing it all the way back into the neutral zone. Pulled up, Pioneer outside the far circle. Now they move it all the way down the neutral zone. Gathered up by Aschenmacher at her own blue line. Aschenmacher trying to move it ahead to Boys. Boys coming down the far boards over center ice. Boys coming in. Boys has Jackowitz to her right. Knocked away. That fired. Boys trying to get to it. That into the far corner, as it's 2:52 left to go here in the third. Pioneer up by 3 goals. Puck back into the neutral zone. Gathered up there by Boys. Now intercepted coming in. Here comes Pioneer with a firing shot. As that puck all the way into the far corner. Down the boards. Into the Pioneer zone. Alexis Young has it on the far circle of her own zone. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Alexis Young underneath the near circle. That puck comes outside the near circle. Jof trying to get to it. Coming in as that puck all the way onto the far circle. Jackowitz was hanging on to it. Picked up. Shetler coming down the near boards right back into the Pioneer zone. Shetler comes in on the slot. Fired. And that will come as there'll be a face-off in the near face-off circle with 2:10 left to go. 8-5, Pioneer women with the lead. Two very good squads, both Dexter and Pioneer men's hockey playing next. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That is to Templeton's left. Templeton has been fantastic in today's game. Jofin to take the face-off versus Jackowitz, the two captains, battling again in the near face-off circle. McGee comes out. And puck into the slot, shot there, and good job to knock it away. Puck in along the near boards. Portinga banks it ahead, and here comes Jof. Jof rockets it all the way down, empty net to our left. So they've pulled the goalie. That will be icing, as that was a shot from the wrong side of center ice. Will come right back into the Pioneer zone. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Pioneer with the 3-goal lead. Trying to close out this game. Both these squads battling hard. Again, Cundiff in to take the face-off, and timeout called. So both these squads will talk things over. Try and make sure they get the most out of this last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. As everyone talking, gathered up. Pioneer to our right, Livingston United to our left. Officials hanging out over by the score box. As both squads get, let's play a little push on, and we'll be right back with your remaining 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Bench having a little quick talk with the officials there. Not sure what that was about, but smiles all around, so you'd like to see that. 2:10 left to go. Empty net to our left as Livingston United has pulled the goalie. Templeton has played very well. Pioneer with the 3-goal lead, trying to keep that lead as that puck comes onto the edge of the near circle. Fired all the way down the ice. Unfortunately, that's going to be icing, and they'll head right back into the Pioneer zone. You get those situations where they pull the goalie. I know it's never good to be shorthanded in those situations, but it is nice to be able to clear the puck, which we cannot do when we're 5-on-5 with the goalie pulled there. So face-off in the near face-off circle again, both captains. Jof and Jackowitz taking the face-off, that into the slot. Shot there, covered up by Templeton. 1:59 left to go here in the third. 8-5, they'll drop the puck again in the near face-off circle. Again, that's going to be Jackowitz versus, this time, Heben. Puck back to the blue line now on the far circle. Trying to pull it in there is Shetler. Battle for it out in front. That swept all the way outside the near circle. Picked up by Heben. Heben trying to knock it away. Puck still loose, top of the near circle. Held in back over there by Anna Young. Anna Young trying to come through traffic. There's a shot that goes all the way in along the far boards. Gathered up back over there by Shetler. Shetler from the blue line. And fired all the way down the ice, I believe. Nope, it's an icing. It'll head all the way back. 1 minute, 32 seconds left to go. 8-5 Pioneer with the lead. face-off in the far face-off circle. Is they're rocking the vanilla ice here in the rink. Puck in along the far boards. Guess Ice Baby does make sense in an ice rink. Into the far corner. Jof with it. Jof trying to keep a hold of it as the clock ticking down. Jof has it pinned in the far corner. That pulled away. Out in front. Deflected. Still loose out in front. Templeton able to cover it up and get a glove on it. They haven't blown it dead yet. Still loose. Another shot there as that puck will come all the way into the near corner. Pulled away by Heben. Heben rifles it all the way around. That'll come back to the blue line, but held in. Coming deep in. McGee has it. McGee spins that puck back into the neutral zone. 56 seconds left to go. Alexis Young has it into the near corner. Alexis Young brings it up the ice. Still an empty net to our left. Alexis Young gets it into the neutral zone. Alexis Young, now it's over center ice. Coming in, Heben has it. Over into the near corner. 40 seconds left to go. Pioneer has it down in the Livingston zone. Alexis Young, top of the near circle, trying to move it over. That pulled away. Racing ahead, Jackwitz, but a great job by Portinga to bring it in. But Pioneer, that's a delayed offside, so that's going to come with 59.3 seconds left to go, just outside of the Livingston zone in the near face-off circle. Joe Finn to take the face-off. Jackwitz on the other side. They have been battling all night long. That puck brought into the zone now, coming the other direction. Shetler with it. Shetler down the far boards over center ice. Shetler. That knocked away by Heben. 18 seconds left to go. Jof trying to move it ahead. Puck down the near boards. Portinga races in with it. 12 seconds left to go. Puck back through the neutral zone, coming ahead with it. Here comes Anna Young. Anna Young into the zone. That shot deflected. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Pioneer has won by a score of 8-3 as they get the win over Livingston United. Their next game will be Saturday at I believe Rink 5 over at Big Boy Arena. So check that out. Again, I don't believe we're going to be able to do that game because we do have a Michigan game a little bit later, and I am down a camera person as my wife slowly working on recovering from back surgery. But come on out Saturday. It's going to be a Michigan Girls High School Hockey Showcase over at Big Boy Arena. That is where they had the playoffs last season. So check that out. We would love to have a lot of people out there cheering on the team. Up next is going to be the Pioneer men's team as they take on Dexter in hockey. I appreciate my cameraman, James Wiseman. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. And go Pioneer as they win it 8-5 here.